We recommend that as a consumer, you exercise your due diligence and research all strategies recommended to you before adopting them in your own business. Please review our full disclaimer video and documents prior to viewing this video. We use the Planner's Workbench to aid us in finding and organizing our work order data, along with scheduling, unscheduling, completing of work orders, finding work order cost, etc. Open the Planner's Workbench. The Workbench filter consists of 4 tabs: the Work Order tab, the PMs tab, the Work Order PM Step tab, and the last tab, Work Requests. Select the Work Order tab. Then select a filter from the drop-down list to give you the information based on those filters' criteria. Once Empac has returned your filter's search, select the first record row, then scroll down the list to the last record. Holding your Shift key down on your keyboard, select the last record. The selected records should be highlighted in blue. Now go to the top menu and select File on the left-hand side. Then select the Save As from the list. The Save As window will open. In the Save In field, on the drop-down list, look on the list for your computer number or for your network drive with your computer number on it to save in. A Citrix Workspace Security window may prompt you. Check the Do Not Ask Me Again box for this computer, located at the bottom of the window. Then select the Permit All Access button. Continue filling out the Save As window by selecting the Save Location drive. Next, select the folder to save in. Enter a name for your export file in the File Name field. In the Save As Type field, select from the drop-down list Excel. Next, select the Save button on the bottom right side of the window. The window will close and you will be returned to the Planner's Workbench. Open your File Explorer on your computer and search for the file you just exported out from Empac. Open the file by double-clicking on it, or by right-clicking and select Open from the pop-up list. Your file will open in Excel. Your Excel file will open. Go to the Developer tab on the top of the ribbon menu. Select Record a Macro on the left side of the ribbon. The Record Macro pop-up window will open. In the macro name, enter a name, or select Macro 1. Leave the shortcut key blank for now. In the Store Macro field, select Personal Macro Workbook from the drop-down list. Select the OK button at the bottom right side of the pop-up window to continue recording the macro. Next, make sure that you have a cell selected inside the data that you had exported into the Excel workbook. Example, cell A1 or cell A2. Next, select the Insert tab at the top of the ribbon on the left side. Select the table icon on the left-hand side. The Create Table pop-up window will open. Check the checkbox where it says My Table has headers. Next, select the OK button at the bottom of the Create Table window. The data in the workbook will be inserted into a table. The data will all be highlighted in the table. With the data highlighted, right-click your mouse and a pop-up list will open. Select from the list Format Cells. The Format Cells pop-up window will open. Select the Alignment tab on the Format Cells window. Next, select under the Horizontal field drop list. Select Center. Under the Vertical field drop list, select Center. Under the Text Control section, check the Wrap Text checkbox. Now select the OK button at the bottom of the window. You will be returned to the Worksheet Data table. We will begin to format each of the columns starting with column A. If column A is OK, then proceed to column B. Set the column width by either dragging the column edge over at the top, or by right-clicking your mouse and selecting from the pop-up list column width. Enter a value to set the column width. Continue to adjust the column widths to your specifications. Please note column D, the description column, the average width is around 40. Columns that are containing dollar amounts, we need to use the Format Text to Column feature for each of those columns separately. Select column F. Select the Data tab on the top of the ribbon menu. Next, select the Text to Column icon in the Data Tool section of the ribbon. The Text to Column wizard window will open. Select the Next button twice. Then select the Finish button on the bottom of the window. The window will close. Next, right-click on the selected column and select Format Cells from the pop-up list. The Format Cells window will open. Select the Number tab on the window. Select Accounting from the list on the left side of the window. On the right side of the window, under the Symbol field, select from the drop-down list, No symbol or none. Select the OK button at the bottom of the window. Resize the column if required, and then repeat these steps for all the columns containing dollar amounts. Finish sizing and formatting columns as necessary to meet your requirements. Next, we need to format our page for printing the data in an appropriate report form. On the top ribbon, select the Page Layout tab. Then select the Size icon in the Page Setup section. Select the appropriate paper size. In this example, we will be using legal. Next, select the Orientation icon next to the Size icon. Set the orientation to Landscape. Next, select the Margins icon on the ribbon. A drop-down list will appear. Go to the bottom of the list and select Custom Margins written in text, and not the Custom Margins icon. The Page Setup window will open. Select the Margins tab on the window. On the bottom right side of the window, check the box for Center Page horizontally. Next, set the left side margin to 0.3, and then set the right side margin to 0.3. Next, select the Header/Footer tab on the window. In the center of that window, select the Custom Header button. The header window will open. Select the center section with your cursor. Next, select the file name icon located just above the section panes. The In File will appear in the center section pane. Highlight the In File, then go up to the icons above and select the icon to open the Font Format window. Adjust the font type and size to your specification. Next, move your cursor into the right section pane. Select from the above icons the calendar icon. Then add a space using your keyboard. Now select the clock icon from the above icons to add the timestamp. Select the OK button at the bottom of the window to return to the previous page. Now select the Custom Footer button located in the middle of the window. The Custom Footer window will open. Place your cursor in the left section pane. Now select from the above icons the Insert File Path icon. Now place your cursor in the right side section. From the icons above, select the Insert Page Number icon. Now using your keyboard, add a space, then type the word of. Next, add another space. Now select from the icons above the Insert Number of Pages icon. Next, select the OK button at the bottom right side of the window. You will be returned to the Page Setup window. Select the Sheet tab on the window. The Sheet tab will open. Select the up arrow on the rows to repeat at top field. The window will reduce in size. Next, select the row to repeat on every page of the report. In our case, we want row 1 to print on every page. Next, select the down arrow on the page setup row to repeat at top window. The window will return to normal size. Next, select the OK button at the bottom right side of the window to continue. Select the View tab on the top menu. Next, select the Page Break Preview icon in the Workbook View section. The Page Break View window will open. Now select the vertical dashed blue line and then drag it to the right side of the page on the solid blue line. Repeat the process for any vertical dashed blue lines that are present. Next, select the normal icon in the Workbook Views section of the top ribbon. Now select cell A2 on the sheet page. Next, navigate to and select the Developer tab at the top of the window. On the right-hand side, select Stop the recording. Next, select the Macros icon on the top ribbon. The macro window will open. Select the macro you just made from the list. Then select the Options button on the right-hand side of the window. The Macro Options window will open. In the shortcut key field, enter in a letter that can be used to run the macro when holding the Control key down. Note: do not use any Windows pre-assigned letters to your macro, as errors may occur. Next, close the macro window using the X button on the top right of the window. Next, do a print preview of your report. If everything looks okay, then close the Excel workbook. A Microsoft Excel pop-up window will open, prompting you to save your work. Select Don't Save. Continue to close any open Excel workbooks. Save or don't save at your discretion. When closing the last open workbook, you will be asked to save the changes made to the Personal Macro workbook. Select the Save button. Failing to save the Personal Macro workbook will result in losing the macro you just recorded. Navigate to your original file export from Empac. Double-click on it to open in Excel. The file will open in Excel. Hold your Control key down on your keyboard and enter in the shortcut key you had assigned to the macro. Your macros should run and format the workbook into your report.
Thank you for watching. If you liked our videos, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up.